Wait.
Don't raise your voice.
What?
You don't listen when I speak.
Why are you making such a big deal out of this little thing?
I understand that, but I'm not gonna cook without the proper equipment.
I don't understand. Why are these people together? We've got to rehash it.
It's train crash made. I can't look away. Shut up, press play on 90 Day Fiancé. 90 Day Fiancé. 90 days.
Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality. Give this video a thumbs up, make sure you subscribed, and let's get into another episode of Before the 90 Days, the season that is currently airing on TLC. If you're somewhere in the world, Sweet Baby Angel, where you can't watch this program so easily, you need a VPN. We use ExpressVPN. If you'd like an extra 2 months free, you can use the link below. Daddy's got you covered. I hang out for these episodes each and every week. I am so excited by the cast that has been chosen for this because all of it seems like it's going to a very bad place. All right, we're going to check in on Amanda and the hot guy who rubs chocolate all over his body, who needs to know his name, as they wake up after their first night together since meeting on TikTok.
You're taking too long with my coffee.
I'm not a barista.
You're a barista today. It feels amazing, but also is a little strange.
You want a little dance?
Yes. Sorry, are we asking me or? No, okay, all right. Well, still, I would like a little dance. If you haven't caught up on the previous 2 episodes, make sure you go and watch them. It is incredibly sad what Amanda and her kids have been through. Her husband and their father has recently passed away from a battle with cancer. And she's been chatting to this guy off TikTok for 4 months. She's easily very jealous. And the way that he makes money in Romania is like, I think he's a musician, he's an actor, but primarily he takes off layers of clothing on TikTok and does fun things for people to give him money. No, don't judge that. And remember, you can always donate to the channel by giving a super thanks or using the direct donation link in the description below. I don't understand Amanda's game, and I think it's because Amanda is still grieving heavily and she has thrown herself into this rebound relationship to try and make herself feel good, but she's clearly not in the right mental headspace to be in Romania hanging out with this incredibly hot guy who knows yet? He could be doing it just to get some sort of green card, but it does seem like he's really invested in her. And it's not like he doesn't have choices.
Why do you sleep with your socks on? Like, who sleep with socks?
Stop it.
I hope when we will have sex, we will not with socks on because it will be weird. You know?
He is an actor, so he could just be acting, but he does seem genuinely really into her. And maybe I'm just falling for the trap because all these shows are a trap. Once again, we've got another rehash with the big question, socks on or off in bed, and people get really weird about it. I also don't even feel that weird if you had sex with socks on. Like, why is it that weird? I don't wear them. I don't like wearing socks. I like to be free. I like my feet to be free, but my neck to be really constrained. Look, we've all got our own kinks. Amanda, I don't know. I'm so worried.
We didn't have sex, we kissing a lot. And Amanda, I was feeling like is kind of horny. And she starts sucking my neck. You're just keeping me to have a bone, but not give me something. It was hard for me.
Go to the bathroom with your box of tissues.
Was she trying to give him a hickey? What was she trying to do at his neck? So Amanda, after everything that she has been through, as far as she would like to go is just hickeys, neck sucking sort of, I don't know what base that would be considered. And good for her to show some sort of restraint because this hussy would absolutely not have that level of self-control. Have you seen the Sweet Baby Angel? Have you seen the man? All right, to make it more complicated, we have to meet more people who are doing ridiculous things with their love lives.
Oh my Jesus, forgive us our sins. Save us from the fires of hell. Glory be to the Father and the Son and to the Holy Spirit. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. My name is Misha. I'm 43 years old. I work full-time for the Catholic Church, helping people connect with God in their final moments.
Okay, Sweet Baby Angel, I can't see, but am I currently on fire? Am I on fire? Well, in the comments below, people have called what I do a sin. And also I'm not religious, so I'm not sure what that prayer was for. And I just assumed that maybe, why am I doing this? Like I'm on the cross. No, I would never wear sandals. I don't know if you noticed, but I am a gay. So that is no good for people who are quite religious. I do feel a little bit hot today, but I think it's because I'm a bit under the weather. I don't think that's because I'm burning up and going straight to hell. Okay, so we're meeting someone on 90 Day Fiancé who is clearly a very invested Catholic. I am interested as to where this is going to go.
While I was vacuuming my living room, I had a vision of two suns suspended out of the sky in front of my window. And the first thing that I thought was, am I having a heart attack? I was terrified. There was a voice that was seared into my mind that told me to pray. And then I was led to the Bible.
Wow. I have never had anything like that, especially not something that has led me to taking up some sort of faith. So it seems our new Catholic friend is a born-again Christian, someone who didn't really have a lot of faith and has heard the calling and decided to jump in head first. Yeah, I've never really had any sort of calling. Like occasionally, we've all got that voice inside our head, but mine sounds very different. It also says very different things.
Go on, have the burger. You deserve the burger. And for dessert, have some pizza.
Yeah, my internal voice isn't really doing anything good for me, but I guess it's all a calling.
I started talking to someone across the world. He is the most incredible human being that I have ever met. Everything was just so in sync.
My name is Nicola, and I am 46 years old.
Okay.
I live with my mom. We live in Israel in a city called Nahariya.
Okay. Okay. The way that she's talking about this man is like he is the second coming, and there's a second coming joke there, but we'll just let it go because I'm going to get enough religious hate for me saying anything about religion in the first place. It just sounded like she was talking about this like crazy, almost maybe like cult leader figure. This guy seems really unassuming. So I wonder what kind of banter and chat he has for them to really like spiritually connect.
Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
Okay. All right, so he didn't grow up Catholic, and even though he's in a city which has a very small Catholic population, Nicola is invested. In fact, has his own website.
This is my website. It's a traditional Catholic novenas, traditional prayers in the Catholic Church that last for 9 days. I have almost 500,000 visitors. I don't look to dates. I pray to God. I trust you. You will send me the right woman at the right time.
Well, I know it's from TLC and it is the Learning Channel, and I always learn so much. I didn't know that there are prayers that go for 9 days. Like 9 days straight? Like you just constantly keep reading and the prayer doesn't end for 9 days? Hey, and who am I to judge? This guy's got a website that's getting like 1 million visitors a month, and this video might get 1,000 views. So clearly we know where I'm going wrong. Okay, all right. So they've got their common interest, which is Catholicism. I guess I know people who have, met in church, and and their common sort of foundation is definitely around religion. I just didn't know that you could. Like, are they connecting on other things? That's where I'm sort of going with this. Are they connecting on other things than religion? Because I'm assuming if you are a very strict Catholic, there would be a lot of things that would be off limits.
Nicola, I need Jesus more in my life, and you will be my Jesus boy. This is where the connection starts.
He was just filling me with all this historical and theological knowledge. And with Nicola's support, I found the courage to leave my television career, devote myself full-time to my faith, which definitely brought Nicola and I closer together.
So she's being filled up by her Jesus boy, and the way that she's talking about him and this religion is just like, she's burning for it. Are you getting that vibe too, Sweet Baby Angel? Like, she is just so hot under the collar. Collar, because the priest thing. For his teachings and this knowledge that he has about religion, and she's Like, she loves it. Like, the way that he made it sound was almost like a kink, like, I'm her Jesus boy. And I just never heard it put that way before.
Intimacy isn't everything, but it is a big part of a relationship and certainly a marriage. I know. Because of his faith. Nicola is celibate until marriage. That leaves him a 46-year-old virgin.
Right. Okay. So Misha has a couple of kids, has been divorced before, also previously was a journalist, and the Catholic Church hates those. Has she come clean about all this stuff? Because if he's like devout, I would assume that being divorced is a big problem. Can you get remarried as a Catholic? Like, can you get remarried in a Catholic church, or is it one and done? I don't understand the rules with religion. You know that I love watching anything about a religion documentary or a cult documentary. I love all that stuff, but I don't know the ins and outs. It certainly seems like Misha is a little bit more relaxed with what she would be willing to do if they met up in person.
It makes me worry knowing that I need certain things like affection, a lot of affection.
When she says affection, she means, yeah. Yeah? Okay. Okay, so her love language is clearly stuff that involves touching. I went to an Anglican school, and I'm just trying to think of, because Anglican and Catholic, not so different. Anglican's like Catholic light, right? Am I just offending everybody right now? Like, technically, I'm Anglican. Like, that's what I was baptized, but I'm not practicing. I don't know what to say about this. I just don't know enough about it, but it just seems like they're not going to be a match because he's super strict and she's like, touch me. I want to feel dirty.
Nico and I definitely plan on applying for the K1 visa, which means that we won't have much time together in person before getting married. Divorce is not an option. That can be a little scary.
It's not an option, but it was an option before. Oh, but you weren't a practicing Catholic then. Okay, so that marriage doesn't count? Is that what we're saying? Oh, so many rules. I can't keep up with Monopoly Deal, and I play that a lot, and I forget every time. So there's literally no way I could be involved in a religion with so many protocols and rules and things, and obviously religions don't want me. So even with these inconsistencies with the things that they want, obviously, you know, Jesus being the common thing that has brought them together, they're still going to get engaged and apply for this visa so he can move to the States. Zero shade on someone who is a virgin at 46. But sexual chemistry is very, very important in a lot of relationships. And it seems like it's important in her eyes. So I just don't know if this is a good idea. In fact, I know it's a bad idea because it's on 90 Day Fiancé.
It's weird that he didn't already search her pictures himself anyways, because that's the first thing I would have did. I know Tare is feeling hurt. I know he's embarrassed. I don't even know where this person found these pictures.
It's kind of good that we didn't find anything. Maybe Carmela Israel, and maybe, you know, what the producer was told wasn't true.
Tyree, real talk, come close. Hey, real talk. She's not real. She's not a she is a he. He has been catfishing you. The whole thing has been a giant scam for a long time. And just because you do a reverse image search and you don't find anything, that doesn't necessarily mean that the producers got it wrong and really Carmela's real. Like, Carmela has said, I'm so sozzy, you know, this is me. Well, I had to put on a man voice and... And most of the time, I'm just running this voice. Tyree, let it go. You've been given the option. Tell them to stop, put down the cameras, stop this story now. It's not going to go anywhere unless Tyree is open and maybe fluid with his sexuality and is happy to see where it's going to go with the man. Unless that's the case, I don't know why we're following this up. It's not catfish.
If you want to look at the message, you can.
To think I cannot video call you because I'm not the girl in the photos, I know that I have not been honest with Tyree. I've been lying to him for almost 5 years.
5 years?
At first, it was a way to get money since most of us are so poor here. I did start liking him, but I can't be with him. I feel so bad, but I really needed money. I do love him, but I can't be with him.
So you feel like this person loves you?
They're saying the right things, that's for sure.
What does that mean? Tyree, are you happy being with a man? Because if you keep going down this path, you're going to find a man at the end of it. And maybe it's just going to be friendship and that's okay. But like, you're just going to be disappointed when you get there and you find out that it is a man. All of that stuff in the text. Like, I know in your head, you just think, oh, Carmela's boyfriend found Carmela's phone and has been messaging, and this is how this has all happened, and Carmela's actually real. And even if that was true, Carmela's cheating on her boyfriend and this whole time has still just been scamming you. You really want to meet that? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel bad for you. That's only going to go so far because you keep saying that this is going to end up well. Like, you keep thinking, oh, this is going to end up good, and it's not going to end up good. Someone who has been really gagging to meet her man.
Yeah, look at those.
Big mountains.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You know why she's looking at you like that, Gino. She's going to gobble you up as soon as she gets you in the front door, honey. Sweet baby angel, we need to talk. And both of us, normally it's just me who does the talking, but we can both talk here. What the fuck is going on between Gino and Jasmine? I asked this question a lot. I think I've asked it in the last 2 episodes, and I need you to answer it for me now. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, he does not seem interested, and I don't know if she's interested or not, but she's definitely putting on a great show as if she is gagging for little Gino. But he seems completely disinterested. So why put her up an apartment? Why say that you're going to move her to the States? Why do any of this stuff? You seem so not interested in anything that she has to say, any of the things that she wants to do with or to you. Why?
And this island is artificial, like just for filthy rich people in Panama. Those are my neighbors now. Now you see what I wanted so badly.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think you got the vibe before. You wanted it because it was in a bougie location and it's a bougie apartment near the people who are way more bougie than you. And I don't know what you think Gino does for a living, but I don't know if Gino, from what I've seen from the stuff in his house and also the way that his family lives, like they're very sort of very middle class. Is middle class a thing? Like just a normal house, stuff. Not loaded. What makes you think that Gino is going to put you in some of this, like a McMansion of sorts? The more she talks about money, the more Gino can't get it up. And he already struggles in that department because she sort of goes at him a lot. So again, what the fuck? What are we all doing here, guys?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to offer her the lifestyle she's looking for. It could lead to disappointment for her. It's not, it worries me.
You want to try the bed to see how, you like it?
I don't have to try it right now, if that's what you're asking.
Let's try the bed. Let's try the bed to see if you like it.
Okay, let's see.
So Gino is worried about the thing I was literally just talking about what she expects from him and what he can actually deliver her. And instead of talking to her about it, he either can't talk about it because he doesn't want to ruin it. And why would he worry ruining it? It seems like he's scared of her. Even try out the bed. Who doesn't go, oh, I'll lie on the bed for a second. He's scared to lie on the bed as if she's going to have her way with him and he doesn't want that. Why are you in a relationship with this woman, Gino?
Look at me. I'm not wearing a bra.
Okay.
You gonna feel?
I'm just trying to enjoy the bed, feel how comfortable it is. Don't get me wrong, sex is important. It's important to me too. But after seeing her spending habits and how she's being a little pushy with me to get what she wants, it's not making me feel good about our future together. It affects my sexual desire.
We haven't seen each other in months, baby. Do you want me? Papi, do you want me?
I'm asking you that.
Puppy, do you want me? He's now so scared that he's lying on his stomach so she can't get to little Gino. Anyone else thinking that? That's what he's doing, right? That's the reason why I'm wearing that stupid fucking hat. Take it off. He's lying on his stomach so she can't get a hold of it. And I would be scared with those nails coming at my genitals anyway, but she is sexually aggressive. And not just sexually, but why has he put himself in this situation, which is just always going to be this situation? I understand that you can't make it all work because she's aggressive with you and she's all about the money, which it sounds like she wasn't all about the money when you first started dating. So I'm guessing she's changed a little bit, but you're persisting. Why are you persisting with this?
That's not how you treat the person that you love.
So now you've made Jasmine mad, and Jasmine mad is absolutely terrifying if you ask me. Gino, you would think that that would be the one thing that you would try not to do with her. It's like, don't make her mad. Especially when you know that you're going to be asleep next to her. Who knows what she could do? He sends her away and says that he wants a nap. And I get it, after traveling, you can be tired and all that stuff. And sometimes after traveling, you don't feel your sexiest. I totally understand that. But he is giving her nothing. Well, he's giving her a lot of cash money, but the rest of it, nada.
My best friend, Wasim, he's my rosary warrior. Every day we talk on the phone, praying the rosary. Okay. He's the only person that I can talk about my personal life. ميشا، لا تيجي لهون، تاخذها لهون، تتصيد.
بس هي بتعرف انك انت بتصيد سمك؟
كل نهار ما بتتعذب على العملات، علي امرات اذا ولا برد عليها. كل نهار بدها اياني اكون بالتليفون، واذا ولا برد عليها بتتعذبن.
هي بتحبك كثير معناته.
انا عارف بس تتصيد.
Don't we just love to see the real Nicola come out? Just like Jesus, Nicola loves to fish. Nicola is 46. And apart from one other girlfriend, hasn't really had a relationship and has never removed the V plates because Jesus comes first. And I'm super concerned that in any relationship, it would be 100% his way or you're out on your ass. Like, I don't think he's going to bend on anything, especially not on the rules that he lives his life by, you know, very strict Catholic. And just the vibe that I'm getting about how he's irked that she wants to be in contact with him a lot. You're doing a long distance relationship. This is the only way that she can be in contact with you. If you were living together and she wanted to know where you were every second of the day, that's crazy.
ميشا إنساني حلو وجذابي. شو اللي جاب عليه يعني إنه هي إنساني عن جد. مش رايحين يصدقوا إنه هذا الإنسان اللي بيشتغلش المفلس القاعد اللي فيش إشي يعمله بس إنه يصلي بغرفته قدام العذراء. تيجي وحدة زي ميشا تقول له بحبك وبدي إياك
For a second, I felt a little bit left out that I didn't have a rosary warrior in a friend. Turns out I don't need a friend like this. So his mate, in case you're just listening and not reading, said that he cannot believe that Misha is in love with this guy, his best friend, rosary warrior, and insinuated why would she be into him when he has no job, he doesn't have a life, he just fishes and lives at home with his mom and sits in his room all day. He is clearly stating that she is out of his league and he cannot understand why she's coming here to get that marriage happening and the K1 visa. And like she said, marriage is for life. There is no way that this guy is ever going to agree to a divorce. What a situation to put yourself in. No matter how toxic, we can never get out of this situation. We're stuck.
I don't like that Misha slept with somebody else before. But the Bible telling you that when Jesus comes to your life, you become a new creature. Your past does not matter anymore. Okay. So I must look at Misha now in a new way. She's a virgin because the Holy Spirit entered her life and changed her from inside to outside.
That's incredible. That's incredible. You take up a faith and you can become a virgin again. All right, so he's decided that he's going to look past her previous divorce and also her indiscretions, because it seems like when she got divorced, she had like crazy fun time, and she's also got a couple of kids. So it feels weird to like erase a marriage because that other marriage gave her 2 kids who I'm assuming she loves and adores. So that's weird to try and like erase that and say that that never happened. Anyway, apparently when the Holy Spirit enters you, you are reborn again as a virgin, and that's exactly what Nicola wants. We're back with Amanda and Razvan, and he's showing her around, and it seems like things aren't going so well for her because she received a call in the morning from her child, and her child says to Razvan, hey, do you know that my dad recently passed away? And that has completely derailed Amanda, which why wouldn't it? Because you are still grieving from the loss of your husband, the father of your children. And now you're so far away from them for 3 weeks and you are not in the right mental headspace to be doing this. And yet here we are.
What if I leave early? Would you be upset?
Yes, I would be.
If I leave to go back to see my kids because they're hurt?
Well, we have only 3 weeks. I feel like they will go really fast.
For you? What about for my kids?
It's so hard to watch this because Amanda is not in the right frame of mind to be doing any of this. And yet she has pushed herself to do it because God knows what reason. She feels something for this guy. But it's kind of unfair to him too, because you say that you're ready to do this stuff. In fact, you were talking to your sister about how you're ready to, maybe he'll pop the question to you. And now you've been there 5 minutes and you're ready to go. Like, you've been there for not even one full day, and you're ready to go home early.
Sex is not the most important thing in my mind tonight. There's more important stuff.
Oh my God. Is Gino okay? Is he all right? Also, does he ever take that fucking hat off? And have we ever seen him without the hat? He seems scared for his life. He is so not interested in having sex with her. I'm so confused. I understand that some people are not sexually driven. So maybe that's him. Maybe sex isn't important to him, even though he says the things like sex is very important to me. It just doesn't seem like it is at all. And that's so weird considering that the person you've decided to spend your life with is very sexually and money driven.
Jasmine tries to order me around sometimes. I am not a pushover, and I'm not going to let Jasmine push me around.
Do you mind hurrying up? The water is about to boil.
No, I don't hurry up when I cook, especially without the proper equipment.
So she's cooking dinner for him to try and be nice. Now, I'm not a fan of Jasmine, but I don't see what's wrong with, they're living in a serviced apartment, and generally serviced apartments don't have all the things that you need. If you've ever lived in one, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You're like, how can you have all these things, but there's one thing that you would use every day? So they don't have a potato peeler and they don't have a chopping board. But Gino's acting as if like there's just zero way that he could help her cook with any of this without the proper equipment. Also, peeling with a giant knife is ridiculous. And I saw in the kitchen that they had a smaller knife. So why wouldn't you just peel with a smaller knife? But anyway, he needs the proper equipment. Chopping on a plate is problematic, and I don't know why they're doing that. There must be something in the house that is better suited than a plate for chopping. But Gino will not be hurried because that's not how he cooks, especially not with the proper equipment.
Peel it.
With what?
With a knife.
No, I need a cutting board. I will not do it on the plate. If you don't have a cutting board, I can't do it. Well, I'm not cooking without the proper equipment. Enjoy yourself.
Where are you going?
What do we even say anymore? She is pushy. She is demanding. This is what her personality is. I don't like it. I don't want to live with it, but you've decided that that's for you. And here we are, Gino. She does it to you on the phone, and now you get there and you thought that it would be different. I don't like Jasmine, but at least she's also trying to show you affection and she's trying to do things for you. You're not really giving anything there. Oh, well, I guess he did give the entire apartment to her.
Hi, sweetie pie. Did you see who just came to visit you? Look, your little baby.
Oh my God, Misha.
Stop.
Oh, baby.
Stop. It is your baby. Get used to it.
I don't want to see my cat on my bed. Forget it.
It must be love, love, love. We can see all the signs of this completely derailing now, and yet they're going to push forward with it. Even little things of not wanting to bend on what she needs in her life, which is her cat, which is one of her babies, along with her 2 children. I can only imagine what it's going to be like if he moves there and maybe her kids step out of line a little bit. Like he's a real rigid guy.
First marriage was not a valid marriage. I've started the process.
I
What about your daughters?
What if they said, nope, we're not granting the annulment?
We cannot do civil marriage, Misha, just because we love each other. It will be sin. It will be sin against God.
I know.
All my life, I'm waiting to marry Catholic.
Keep praying for us.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so to get around the thing that I brought up earlier, which is, can you get remarried in a Catholic church if you've been divorced? And the answer is no. But if you get an annulment, even after she was married for quite some time and has 2 kids from that marriage, if she can somehow prove that that marriage didn't count, what the fuck does that even mean? Also, that's offensive. No matter what you think about that marriage, it gave you 2 children and you love them, right? So we're just going to pretend, oh, it didn't happen, didn't mean anything. The marriage didn't mean anything. He won't marry you unless it's in the right way. So all of these things that you're doing are pointless if the Catholic Church comes back and says, no, that was a legitimate marriage and you can't get it annulled.
He's always praying for us. He's always, telling us about God. And that's pretty much all we talk about.
Something that makes me a little worried is like how Catholic he is. What if me and Svea get a boyfriend and...
Well, not everything will turn into a mini sermon about what God thinks about that.
It absolutely will. Wrong. Wrong. This guy has a website that is dedicated to Catholic prayers. Wrong. And you know this. You're bringing this man to live with your daughters, and if they have boyfriends or want to live their life and it's not in the way that he sees fit, then he is going to say it a lot and make them feel uncomfortable in their home. I think this is a really shitty thing that you're doing to them. even in that chat, she wasn't convinced about the things that she was saying. Oh, not everything's going to turn into a sermon. Yes, it fucking will. It absolutely will. Have you met the guy? Look at him. Before anyone comes to me, I have nothing against someone having a faith and a religion. That is not my problem. My problem is when people push it on other people, like I think this guy's going to do when he gets into this house.
I'm also a strong woman. I always get my way. The man I'm dating, he's Riley, and Riley are really cute too. Chuyện muốn thông báo với mọi người là mình có quen một anh bạn.
They've been chatting for so long, their friends don't know.
2 năm mà nay mới giới thiệu. Đẹp trai không chị? Đẹp trai không?
Nhiều chuyện thấy nghe trai là cái tin tức bữa nào. Chị có thích nhất cái tính là hay giỡn nhây á.
Oh, that's a bit offensive. I think Riley's a cutie. But she says to her friends, well, it's not actually about his looks, it's about his personality. Code for he's not a looker, and Riley is. There is absolutely nothing wrong with his looks. I don't know about Violet. I don't know. Even in this episode, we heard about the text messages that she'd been sending his ill father, like hundreds of text messages about how Riley doesn't love her and sort of trying to turn Riley's dad against him. Like all of that is a problem. And yet none of it seems to be stopping Riley from getting on a plane and flying all the way there to meet this chick. Oh, and don't even forget about the private investigator that he's hired.
Chứ chị không có chấp nhận là chị sai, dù chị sai chị cũng phải nói chị đúng.
Right.
Nhưng mà điên rồ luôn, tại vì anh không tin chị.
He doesn't trust you because you've been caught out lying many times, and you don't even know the extent of which he doesn't trust you. Did I mention the private investigator like 5 seconds ago? Yeah. It doesn't matter how many relationships they add to this series. I don't know if any of them are working out for the best.
We should have a toast.
Okay, to what?
For a beautiful future together. I love you.
I love you.
I really want to ask you something.
What? Stop that. No.
Do you want to hold the key?
I knew it was your key.
Yeah.
But I don't think I will be back in Romania, so I don't need a key.
Then I will be there.
What?
They have the interview.
For what?
A tourist visa for America.
Why didn't you ever tell me that you scheduled this?
I wanted to be a surprise.
Now, we could be thinking two things. Razvan, he is only trying to hook up with Amanda for that sweet, sweet green card feeling. Or he's truly being cute and wants to meet her kids and go and see her and spend more time with her. Now, it's just a tourist visa at this stage. But the moment that he mentions it, she does not seem excited. She seems pissed that she did not know about this. So I'm confused. Days ago, when you were talking to your sister, you were like, oh my God, maybe he'll propose. And now he's trying to do cute things like give a key to his house and say, well, if you can't come here, I'll come there. And you don't want that. Anyone else feeling Amanda was totally into this crazy idea and then she got to Romania and now she's like, I have made a mistake and I need to leave. And instead of her saying that, she's still walking around saying, I love you to him.
I can come there right after you leave.
No.
What?
That's not realistic.
You don't want?
Like, I have to see you. I have to think of my kids.
Okay.
And I think it's just way too soon.
Yeah, then after 1 month.
I don't know.
I feel like you really don't want me there.
Yeah. You've already introduced him to your kids over the phone. Like, they talk to him on FaceTime. It's not like the kids don't know that he's a part of your life. I get it. Like, maybe you would say to him, hey, a compromise is you can't stay with me, but we can see each other and you can meet the kids and we can sort of take it slowly from there. But you've already introduced them. If you really wanted to fully protect the kids, you just wouldn't involve them in your relationship at all. She's panicking, and she's just pumping those brakes.
You know, it seemed like he was disappointed, but I'm trying my best to make him understand that it's about my kids and their feelings.
Maybe when you go there, you can tell them a little bit, that we are together. I know the kids come first. I feel like she's not even trying to make things so the kids understand. Mama is me, this guy, she cares about me. Like, I don't know. It makes me feel sad. I totally understand. But first of all, you don't even know how they feel about me.
Like, I guess we have to give her a pass because of all the things that she's been through and what she's still going through, but also dragging this guy into the situation and putting these restrictions on him too. She doesn't want him doing certain things that he does to make money, but she doesn't bend for him. I don't know. It just feels icky. It feels like it's all on her terms. And I get it. Protect your kids. You've already involved them. They're already involved. It's not like they don't know about him. My judgment isn't clouded about these two, though.
Don't raise your voice.
You don't listen when I speak.
I understand that, but I'm not going to cook without the proper equipment.
Just because I asked you to peel a few potatoes, like, what is wrong with that?
Jasmine doesn't listen to me a lot of times when I try to speak to her. I'm going to stand up for myself.
I just want to make him happy, but I can't.
Why are you crying like that?
Gino. Look, I don't know, Jasmine. I haven't seen the previous seasons, and I cannot wait to go back and retroactively have a look at all this trash mess and drama. So Jasmine could be putting on a huge act here with her crying and everything. He seems completely unfazed by the emotion. I don't know if emotionally that's how he reacts to things. So if there's someone who's shouting at him, he shuts down. If someone cries at him, he shuts down. Maybe that's just who he is and how his brain works. But he hasn't shown 1 ounce of affection to her since the crazy kiss with the lipstick everywhere when they first landed. And it could be all because she's talking about money and the things that she wants, the bougie life that she wants. Maybe that all just puts him off too much and he can't do it. But I don't know. I don't know. If something as little as like helping each other cook a meal together after you haven't seen each other for months blows up, fucking what's the point?
I just like to have the proper equipment, you know?
So you want to order
equipment?
Well, not really. I mean, I traveled today, so I think I'm going to go to sleep.
Okay, my angel. Let me put you to bed.
There is something massively up with Gino, and he needs to sort his shit out.
Change my head, I think.
Your sleeping hat?
Yeah.
Stop. What do you fucking mean sleeping hat? You mean like a beanie? Like a bonnet? Do you wear a bonnet to... What do you mean sleeping hat? Gino, do you never take your hat off?
Do you want me to
Oh my God, he wears a cap.
with you, or do you want me to go out and wait until you're sleeping?
Yeah.
So
just let me sleep.
Okay.
He's a huge child. He's a huge child who wears a sleeping hat to bed. Him acting however way he wants. Look, he's tired, he's traveled, he's not into Jasmine. They're the only, what is happening? She's not great at all. But what is happening? And that's the end of the episode, sweet baby angel. Oh my God. Another one done for before the 90 days, the 2023 season. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, there's merch below now if you want to have a look around and get yourself like a little sassy wig, and maybe you want yourself an ugly tie. Make sure you've liked, subscribed, and comment below with all of your thoughts and feelings as this season plays out, because it is just doing my head in. I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.